A lot of us are feeling that something big is about to happen. And the big thing that's about to happen is happening inside of you. And as I've shared many times, the solar flash is an inside job. And the symptoms have been very intense in the past 2 days, and still going through it right now. And you might be experiencing it. We're going to be talking about symptoms and why we are feeling the way that we feel at this time. If you're new to the channel, I'm Michael. I discuss the Ascension journey and I make it relevant for everyday life people. And more people, as I realized in the past few days, are experiencing these changes. And they might not be people that are well-versed, maybe in the conscious communities. They're just like people that and all of a sudden, they're feeling quite strange in the now moment. And we're going to learn today how this is signaling to us that we are going to have a massive shift. So if you're on the live stream on either platform, could you kindly smash the like button and hit those hearts and all those things? It really helps others to come across this powerful information. So I would say the most intense symptoms that I felt in a while, and it really is extreme fatigue. It's this sense like it's like very heavy. It's very heavy to breathe. So it feels like you're underwater. I'm actually feeling it right now. It feels like I'm underwater, and it's a struggle, just to breathe. Like you could, I've said this before. It's like you want to get a machine to breathe. Could you breathe for me? That's how you might be feeling. And there is like a fog. Like you're in a fog. It's the best way that I could experience it. You're in a fog, in a daze, and it's almost like you are shifting between worlds. And we actually had a long conversation about this last night on Patreon. Some of you, and you could raise your hand or hit the stars in the chat, you might have experienced this over the past few years, where you kind of can tell that you were on one timeline or having one experience, and then you totally shifted. Okay, you might have went from chaos to calm. The action, you could be in the same location, and some of you might resonate with this. It's very difficult to put into words. It could be the same location, but you could kind of feel the energy of that location is slightly different. It looks a little different. It feels a little different. And you are picking up on it. Well, just like how we are picking up on a reality, we ourselves are changing. We are a receiver. We're broadcasting a signal, and that signal is changing. So the frequency is shifting. You are giving out a frequency, and on a delay, you are going to receive a new reality. And you might be getting this message right now, and you have an understanding that the reality is about to change like never before. Massive shifts in the reality. High energy to low energy. So if I went back a couple days ago, I was like, wow, I'm feeling great. This has happened many times. We went through another shift around the time of the eclipse, and I've spoken about that in the past. So you went from high energy, and now it's like very low. And you have to know thyself. You have to have an understanding of how your body feels. A lot of people in the world, they don't know them. Oh, tell me how I feel. That's how some of them live. Tell me how I feel. You have to know how you feel. One of the things that I've shared about my journey, in the last few months, I've had a lot of chronic pain in the base of the spine and the lower back. And now, all of a sudden, there's been a massive release of that pain. And you say, oh, it's so great. There's no pain in the back. But then all of a sudden, So my back is feeling better, but then I'm feeling lousy as a whole. That's a signal to me that this is energy, stored emotions, stored densities that got shook up, shifted up, and now the body is dealing with it and it's leaving. That is no longer you. When you had this trauma, didn't a lot of us have a lot of trauma since 2020, right? A lot of things were going on. And it's no one's fault. We, the collective, all different people had to deal with this. So you might have held on to trauma. And, you know, when you think of the lower back, a lot of times we're bracing for impact. We're bracing for impact. Is that resonant? You're waiting for the next thing because it happens so rapidly. I know, just like myself, a lot of people that are leveling up, they went through these things, right? And you had a lot of curves and swerves for a season, a period of time, and you were constantly bracing for impact, bracing for impact. You could hit the starburst in the chat if you went through something like that. Did you experience something like that? And you're constantly bracing for impact. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? That's not your timeline any longer. That part of you doesn't come with you. Just like people are going to fall off your life, okay? Situations, they don't come up anymore. Even physical objects. Well, parts of our body, the dense cells, I talk about autophagy a lot, autophagy. All right, you got to know the science. And it's not just the spiritual, everything's a unicorn and rainbow spirituality here. Okay, autophagy, we got to get rid of the densities, the energy that we hold in the old cells and cell parts, we got to get them out. So we're going through this shift, and it's not easy. So for me, I know how I feel on a regular basis, your point of homeostasis. And a lot of us are feeling this shakeup, and it's not very pleasant to go through these pains, these symptoms. But the shift happens on a delay. I used a phrase years ago when I started this, the preparation to accept. Your body, you have to be prepared in order to accept your new reality. It's right around the corner. Better days are ahead. Experiences like we've never experienced before. So big. You lived your life kind of, living small, right? And this is an energy theme that has been coming up. We've been sharing this. If you're a lion, smash the like button and hit the lions in the chat. Get the crowns. It's time for you to receive your crown, the corona of the sun, the solar flash. Your crown, you're being crowned. You're the king, you're the queen. The crowns are rising up. You're receiving your crown. And then the energy goes through your body. You are leveling up to a higher version of yourself. And it's so important that you have a deep understanding of this. You are not what you were in the past. These things happen on a delay. It's on a delay, so start today. Why don't you write that down and really memorize it? It's on a delay, so start today. There's things that I put out into the universe. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. If you're on TikTok, why don't you head over to YouTube, check out the videos I posted this week. And I've already filmed some videos I'm ready to post as well. Sometimes when you do it in the now moment, when you do it, the seeds that I plant today will not bear fruit today. So these energies that are coming in from the solar flash, these energies, these seeds, these light codes, they are planted, and then eventually it doesn't happen that moment. Any energy, it happens on a delay. So a lot of you might be out there, you get like when there's a full moon or an eclipse, like we could use that for an example. It never happens, the change, the shift doesn't happen on that very moment. It always happens on a delay. So if you know this, start today. Don't waste time. Apollo Creed said, there is no tomorrow. You got to do it now. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. True ascension takes work, takes effort. Not everything is a unicorn and rainbow. True ascension takes work, effort. Oh, you got angel wings. You got 4444. Yeah, so these are the signs, the signals, the clues, the codes. Numbers are the universal language. That's why they messed up all the math in the schools lately. Did you see all that stuff, right? No, numbers are the universal language. Numbers are going to tell you a lot. Language is almost irrelevant. Dr. Bruce Lipton, right? Language was designed to hide feelings. In the modern society, you're going to see a lot of bullshit artists out there that know how to cast spells. That's why they teach us how to spell, and they lie. There's a lot of lying. Did you realize there's a lot of lying going on? Everyone, just make it up as I go along. But when you pick up on the frequency doesn't lie. The energy doesn't lie. And that's why we're growing every single second. There is a sorting that has been happening. It will continue to happen. And that's called the sorting of the wheat and the tares. Smash the like button if that resonates with you. Yeah, and you're going to see it like Pinocchio. The nose starts growing. Right, but you are picking up your clairs are being activated. That's really what this solar flash is so important about. This solar flash energy. You are evolving. You're sprouting new things, new abilities. When you look at, I always share. You got to look at nature, and over the course, as I'm knocking things over, are we there on TikTok? If we look at nature, it's going to teach us, okay, about, there's organisms that change later in life. I mean, the caterpillar turning into a butterfly, the dragonfly, it's a totally different experience. It's living underwater, and then it comes up, and then it gets dried out by the sun, and then it starts flying. So it's going like from 3 phases. It's going under the water, then on the ground, and now it could fly in the sky. So we actually go through changes if we are connected to nature. But the problem with the world, a lot of people aren't connected to nature. They're not barefoot on the ground, getting the signals, out in the sun. They're busy with rubber soles on. They're in the cubicle. They're in the basement. Get out in the sun. Hit the sunbursts in the chat. I appreciate all the support. If you're just stumbling in, hit that like button. People will find this. And if you see me on TikTok, head over to YouTube at the end. No, it is a burst that we're feeling. So I know thyself. I know how I feel. You have to know thyself. You have to know how you normally feel. And you are the captain of your ship. You have to listen quietly. Listen quietly to your body. Why? Because the body is the tuning fork to telling you the truth. Your body is the tuning fork to telling you the truth. Is there a tuning fork emoji? No, it's going to tell you. It's going to resonate. Oh, I know this. You have a knowing. It's going to tell you. It's going to tell you how to eat. It's going to tell you to fast. You got to start listening real close. And that's going to help you navigate through this time period. You have to go with the flow because you can't stop yet. You go to the beach, there's a wave at the beach, it could knock you over. Well, there's an electromagnetic wave that's coming in. You better learn how to ride it because you can't stop it. Nothing could stop what's coming. It's already came and will continue to come because it comes in waves. And Dolores Cannon spoke about this. Wave after wave, wave after wave, slowly drifting, drifting away. No, it is wave after wave, though. I saw one of these, people complaining on Facebook. Oh, nothing ever happens. Maybe for you, bro. How many people that are on either chat, and you can hit the stars, hit an emoji that resonates? Your life is totally changed. We're in solar cycle 25. Your conscious expansion has changed so much over the past few years. Or are you doing the same thing? Oh, you changed. You changed. Someone complains. You changed. Of course I changed. You're the same. That which shall survive. This solar cycle is an onslaught. You could write that in the comments. That which shall survive. And that's fine. It's your free will. There's people that are concerned with reality shows, watching the news. They have this energy, this shift is the most important thing. Your ascension is the most important thing. Fine-tuning your frequency to a higher timeline, however you want to word it, is the most important thing, because absolutely everything follows your vibrational frequency. Period. Period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So you could say, what's a real life example, Uncle Mike? Someone will write it out. What's a real life example, Uncle Mike? No, what's a real life example? I share about my fitness journey, and it doesn't matter how clean you eat or go to the gym or whatever. If your vibrational frequency is off, if you are riddled with stress, what's stress? It's the number one cause of dis-ease. The body is not at ease. Go back to the beginning of the lesson. Chaos or calm. You could feel the timelines, especially if you're very in tune, you're an empath. They tell you, oh, don't be sensitive, especially to the men. Don't be sensitivity. That's how they, you'll be under mind control. Now, you got to be sensitive to these things. You got to pick up on these things. The more sensitive you are, you're getting tons of information. Light is information. We're going from dark to light. So it is a very intense time period. And, I'll see how today goes. I might have to sleep again in the afternoon. I kind of get a little cranked up to do these videos, and you might experience it as well. Then all of a sudden you get very exhausted because your whole nervous, I did a video, check out nervous system reset. And a lot of people, and I had to go through this for months. We're not victims. We don't complain because no one's going to help you. My ear's ringing right now. No one's going to help you. We have to do these things ourselves. And we all kind of went maybe in a different sense. We might have went through a lot of anxiety, trauma. And now we have to spend time resetting our nervous system so that we can become a vibrational match for this new world. It's a whole new world, baby. But we have to match that frequency. Spirit, I appreciate that. I don't know what that means, but I appreciate it. Appreciate all the hearts and the stickers and the super chats and all that other stuff. Appreciate that. You are in control. There are certain things we're not in control of, but it's not about what happens to you. It's about what you do with the things that happen to you. How did you respond? How did you respond? In inopportune conditions, we performed at our finest. And now we're seeing the massive shifts that are occurring at this time. Lisa, thank you. Giuseppe, taking accountability is so important. And that's why, Giuseppe, it's so important to, see clearly what goes on in this, these fake spiritual community matrices that are out there. We have to take ownership of our lives. We assist these things along. And I know it's not easy, but if you really want it, sometimes God will make a storm come into your life. It's time to shake things up again. Yeah, it's time to shake things up again. Yeah, keep your eyes peeled. Just like the Akashic Records, always watching. Always watching. Appreciate you, John. Russell, I was feeling that as well. In the inversion. There's something I do in the gym, but I don't totally hang upside down. Then I get a little lightheaded. But so on the channel page, there is a full video on the changes to the spine, the Kundalini. Some of you might have heard this, but this is really going on. And the more that our spine is readjusting, Tesla, right? I am the receiver. You're like an antenna. You're picking up the frequency. Years ago, you might have had an antenna on your TV, and if you turn it and, move it around, you pick up a different frequency, the clear channel. Everyone, thousands of people, write it in the comments. I am on the clear channel. Our everyday lives is the clear channel. So I really appreciate each and every one of you. Appreciate your support. And please hit the like button wherever you are. And if you're on TikTok, head over to YouTube. And if you're on YouTube, I have a TikTok as well. And we have daily videos, 9 a.m. Eastern time, to help you become the greatest version of yourself. Let's do better. Let's improve. And let's ride the wave. This is assistance. It's not something to, I know sometimes it feels a little negative, but this is assistance. And it's assisting us on our journey. And we have to learn how to ride the waves. Ride the wave to the new earth. And then once you get there, don't go back. Burn the boats. Get the Holy Spirit fire going. Yeah. Now, once you get there, burn the boats and don't go back. Never go back. Keep going. Keep moving forward. There are new things that I've implemented into my life, and we'll share them in the upcoming weeks. I can't go back. There's certain things. I can't go back to eating a certain way. I can't. And you might be feeling this as well. You've already changed. You can't go back. It's very true. Oh, it's true. No, it is though. So I appreciate you all. There will be a relevant video at the pinned comment. Check that out. A lot of these will all connect. If we lived our lives backwards, things would make sense. But in the future, when we turn around and look at our journey and we see all the things that happened, even at the time, it doesn't make sense to us, right? I did the video. God knows you and your journey better than you know it yourself. You should watch that video as well. It doesn't make sense after, why do I have to go through this? Why? And then you say, now I got it. Now I got it. And remember, this is free will, and we did sign up for this event. Yeah, we signed up for it. Just like a lot of you, I want to see the signature on those things. So I appreciate Brayton Shipman. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. Hey, man, keep up the good work. I'm very grateful for that. Thank you. That's a beautiful comment. You know, a little pat on the back helps every once in a while. Braden, we were talking about in recent times with this energy, how the differentiation between people. More people are becoming more loving, and you might see the demons growling a little extra at this time, okay? And some people know Sagaru, and he spoke about this as well in this upcoming solar event. And if you're meditative, a man, a woman of God, you're going to become more meditative. And if an individual is out of balance, they might become even more out of balance. And that's why the frequencies are seeming like they're so wide right now. It's because it's going wider and wider, actually. God is revealing the truth of you. There's something I shared. God is revealing the truth of you. And this energy is so intense, it can't be hidden. I tried to show this in the real video. You could see that video when I'm doing the video on the stair mill. When you are high, when the energy is high like that, the truth of you can't play pretend. And that's what's happening in the world. The energy's so high, you got to go right to your authentic self. Smash the like button if that's the truth. Nature boy, woo! I appreciate you. Enjoy the journey. It's been fun being a transmuter. No darkness can stand in the power of the Most High. Woo! It's true. Oh, it's true. Yeah, I appreciate you. And we're seeing this right now. By the end of the year, right, there will be no stone left unturned. I call them receipts. I would like to refer to a lot of things I shared. I like to have transparency. If you want a channel of authenticity, hit that subscribe button. Let's be authentic here. Jessica Heyman, thank you so much, Jessica. Thank you from Sedona. Shout outs to Sedona. Beautiful place, I hear. I'm going to take my light ship over there soon. I'm still waiting on that light ship. I got a lot of work to do. We need to get that light ship. I'm going to travel all over, right? We're going to learn about all these places. That's actually what I'm manifesting. Just manifesting the light ship so I could go and do the videos in all these. I was talking to someone the other night about it. I just want to go to all these places, the hidden places too. I did a video once on the hidden lands. Yeah. I like to check those out, the hidden lands. Jeffrey Taylor, thank you. Authenticity, thanks for our Everyday Lives videos. Help me heaps. I appreciate you, Jeffrey. It's my honor. And just like I do, maybe there's an aspect of your life. Show up every day. You don't have to be perfect. Ascension, true ascension is not perfect. It's about being authentic. Hit the like button if that's the truth. True ascension is not about being perfect. It's about being authentic. I love you all. Comment down below. Are you feeling the intensity at this time? It's very intense out there. And we're just learning how to ride the waves. Head over to the channel page. Check out the videos. We have Facebook, TikTok, and Patreon. The links are in the description. There'll be a new video up on Patreon by the end of the day. I'm so grateful for all of your support. This will be authentic, and this will go through the people. And we're shifting and changing. We are now entering the end game. This is the final four. Let's get that going in the comments as well. This is the final four. The royal family is here. I am the defender of our everyday lives. No matter what comes your way, light warriors, just keep going. I love you all. Keep going, kid.